not a great look for the Indiana Fever organization. If you've got Caitlin Clark, the star of the Indiana Fever, she's going and seeing whatever about not seeing the Indiana Fever's doctors, like, it is what it is with that.
Pretty much kind of leaked out the bag to the team that she was kind of going to get a second opinion. To me, an athlete like Caitlin Clark on her level, she should have been getting these second opinions. She should have been hearing from all these other doctors, man. But Stephanie White spoke to the media yesterday. She really didn't give a whole lot, but she did say that Caitlin Clark was in New York meeting with other doctors.
Caitlin Clark, the face of the WNBA's future, is no stranger to pressure. But now, off-court drama is stealing the headlines. Reports claim she's refusing to work with her own team's trainers, a move sparked by alleged disrespect from the Indiana Fever and head coach Stephanie White. What's really going on behind the scenes? Is this just injury frustration or a full-blown team rift? Let's dive into the full story, from game night chaos to broken trust inside the Fever camp. According to several insider reports and trending commentary, tensions have reached a boiling point between Caitlin Clark and the Fever's internal staff. What started as a minor groin injury has now escalated into something much deeper, with Clark reportedly refusing to engage with the team's medical staff and strength trainers. Sources close to the team suggest the tipping point came after a series of comments and actions that Clark interpreted as disrespectful, both toward her rehab process and her role within the team. While no official comment has been made by Clark herself, the shift in her attitude has been impossible to ignore. Much of the criticism has landed at the feet of head coach Stephanie White. While White was initially seen as the right person to guide Clark's transition from college phenom to pro star, things have taken a turn. Analysts say White's coaching style, rigid, old school, and sometimes dismissive, may not gel with Clark's need for a clear voice, respect, and individual development. Reports claim there were disagreements over injury management, training loads, and player rotation, especially with Clark playing through fatigue early in the season. Whether intentional or not, the dynamic between White and Clark appears broken, and fans are starting to notice. Things reached a boiling point on June 17th during the Fever's clash with the Connecticut Sun. Caitlin Clark was poked in the eye, pushed to the ground, and caught in a scuffle that led to 3 ejections. While the Fever won that night 88-71, it was what happened afterward that raised eyebrows. Coach White blasted the officials, but many felt she failed to adequately defend her player. Clark, meanwhile, left the game bruised, both physically and emotionally. Dave Portnoy and other high-profile figures called out the WNBA for not protecting Clark, and even tennis legend Chris Evert criticized the lack of sportsmanship toward her. Caitlin Clark's current injury, a right groin strain sustained in mid-July, has kept her out of 11 straight games. According to recent reports, she underwent a specialist evaluation around July 24th and was advised continued rest. The Fever's official line is, "We're taking it day by day." But rumors suggest Clark has rejected several treatment options pushed by the team's trainers, instead opting for external rehab. Some sources claim she hasn't spoken directly with the internal medical staff since July 19th. Fans have taken sides, some blaming Clark for being dramatic, others calling out the Fever for incompetence. Reddit threads are full of speculation. Is this about pain mismanagement or a deeper conflict with Coach White in the front office? Analysts suggest that without Clark, the Fever are rudderless. But with her clearly unhappy, the locker room is walking on eggshells. Her teammates, including Sophie Cunningham, have stepped up. But there's a feeling this team is being held together by duct tape. This situation raises big questions. Could Caitlin Clark eventually demand a trade if the relationship doesn't heal? It's rare in the WNBA, but not impossible. She's a once-in-a-generation talent, and fans won't be happy if she's being sidelined, mismanaged, or silenced. Some insiders believe this offseason could force a major reshuffling, either with Coach White, the medical team, or Clark herself. What's clear is that something must change. Clark's health and happiness are non-negotiable, not just for the Fever, but for the future of women's basketball. Caitlin Clark refusing treatment from her own team is not a small story. It's a symptom of deeper dysfunction. and a warning to the WNBA that its brightest stars demand better. Will the Indiana Fever step up and rebuild the trust? Or are we witnessing the early unraveling of a franchise-player relationship? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure, this story is far from over. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to stay updated on Caitlin Clark, WNBA news, and exclusive analysis.